A kid perk and you're like around an open flame and your parents say, be careful, you don't want to get singed. Brunson burner, I mean, he went straight at the beard here in game one.
It got torched.
I'm adding that to my vocabulary.
Singed?
Go on, Malik.
Well, this is the definition right here, what Jalen Brunson was doing in the fourth quarter. Just attacking.
Cooked is what you're looking for.
I take back that he played decent defense. I'm sorry, man.
2 minutes later here.
It was the effort. He just died on too many things. He slide, and then he would just die on the next move. It's got to be a conscious effort to stay on somebody's shoulder at the end.
Well, this is
a chance.
Right here, the next possession again. Brunson isolates Harden. Take a listen to what James had to say about guarding Jalen Brunson.
I mean, he made some tough ones. But obviously, we all know he's a great one-on-one player, and I think anybody on an island, it's going to be difficult. So we got to do a better job of making sure he sees bodies. On the other end, they do a good job of supporting him and helping him when he's on the island. So he made some tough ones, but we got to do a better job as a team, just because it's not a one-man job.
I agree, James. We all got to do a better job. We can't just let him go one-on-one on the island.
I like that you say we. Like you're out there.
We agree.
Like
we all
you're
agree.
out there as part of the Cavs defense.
No, we.
Kenny Atkinson don't agree, but we agree.
It's he.
By the way, Amon, these aren't replays. This is the same thing over and over again here.
Deja vu.
Here's Kenny Atkinson yesterday.
One thing about James, I'll just defend him. He's a good isolation defender. Always has been. He's super smart. I said it last night. He's got great hands. The fourth quarter, they were in the first percentile shot quality. See, we have data you guys don't have. First percentile. So our process was right. They made some tough shots.
We actually have some of that data. Let's go inside the game. It's powered by ASW. So Kenny Atkinson said the Knicks made tough shots in the fourth quarter on Tuesday night. He is right? According to Inside the Game, powered by AWS, New York shot nearly 19 percentage points above expected in the fourth quarter. It's the third highest differential in any fourth quarter all season long.
Forget that.
I appreciate him defending James, but I don't think he's one of your better ISO defenders and always has been. You got to send help. And that's not those 1 percentile shots for Jalen Brunson. Like, he's good at making tough shots. Obviously, he was getting really good at it, and looked like he was in the 90 percentile. Like, he was shooting 90% from the floor while James was guarding him. Yeah. So you got to change the matchup. Regardless if you think they're 1 percentile or not, you got to change your coverages and throw something different at them.
Yeah, James, I love you, dog. I have known James to be a good post defender. Mm-hmm. You can leave him in the post. He doesn't need a double in the post because he's actually stronger than he gets credit for because he sells a lot of calls. But isolation, it's not that he can't move, it's that he don't really have a plan. He's letting Jalen Brunson dictate the dance. You can't do that. You have to take something away. You have to live and die with something. And right now, Jalen Brunson can go whichever way he wants. There's no way he gets to drive with his right hand and end up on the left side. That means he blew by you completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm driving past you on this side, how do I end up over there? That means there's no effort, minimal effort. You got to be on the right side of him. I know you had 5 fouls, but I don't think they wanted you to foul or come out the game. I think they wanted you to stay in the game. You can play a lot tougher defense. I ain't going to lie to you.
3-time NBA champion, 1-time NBA champion, 1-time NBA champion. We know what elite defense look like.
Oh, yeah.
We know what one-on-one defense look like.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We know what effort look like. So Kenny can have all the data, whatever he want. My 2 eyes told me I saw something different in 4K. And what I saw not only James Harden being a liability on his one-on-one defense, I saw James Harden making bonehead mistakes throughout the course of that game in the fourth quarter. Giving up that three-point shot to Mikal Bridges
Strong corner.
In the strong corner. We keep talking about it.
Was crucial. What are you in? This is not a trap. Is he in drop coverage? And then look at this blow-by. No second effort whatsoever. Okay, cool. Here we are. He's containing. Okay, he gets out of the trap. What are you at right now? Your man is in the corner. You're in no man's land.
Yep.
This is a rule in every locker room. Never to give up a strong side corner 3. They cut the game to 3. Here we are again. The film don't lie. What are we in? Is it a drop coverage? Because it's damn sure not a trap. Okay, no communication on the back side.
Contest.
You know why though?
Gotta contest.
You got to contest, but there's no communication because guess what? Kenny, who's protecting James, he didn't want to use none of his timeouts to say, hey, you know what? Let's do this, or let's huddle up and see what kind of defensive adjustments
say it like
we
it
can
should
make.
be. Call the timeout, Kenny, and curse him out.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
But then on the flip side, he has to stop this. This protecting James Harden. James Harden has looked horrible in Game 6 of last series, Game 7, and Game 1. Oh no, he has. It was horrible. Seven was horrible.
He didn't bite him in the ass though.
It was all about Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
But he didn't turn it over.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, but what I'm saying is at this point, you got to be careful because when you go out on a limb too much to protect one individual, you might lose the rest of your locker room.
You ain't lying.
Like, at this point, you're starting to throw guys under the bus. Oh, our backside and our hip side need to be better. Do you realize the Knicks spread the floor? They got Karl Anthony Towns. So Mobley is on the perimeter.
Without a doubt.
Like, Kenny, stop lying, bro. Stop lying to us. You're telling nothing but lies, and the truth ain't nowhere near you.
Well, I'm dressed like a lawyer, so I'm going to tell you that what he's doing is he's doing what a defense attorney does, which is says stuff that's accurate but not true.
He's calling for less defense attorney and more defense, period.
Right. So the things that he is saying are accurate. Like, for example, he said that our help defense.
Stretching the truth.
The help defense could have been better. That's true. That they really lost the game on offense. That's true. But the way that he can help him the most is by coming up with something tonight that doesn't put him in that position again.
Yeah.
They have to be better.
Sitting him down?
No, we'll see. Traps,
He can't
hedge.
sit him. He
What you
can't
mean?
sit him.
But that's the only way to hide him.
He can't sit him.
You can't help him no other way. James, you got to help yourself. It ain't no help. It ain't no help.
I see people saying this. I got to tell you, sitting Harden is off the table. They need him on offense.
That's the only way to help him, though. The only help
they
you're going to
gotta
have
come
is
up with
you're
a
going to
better
have your
scheme.
right foot and your left foot. Slash, shorty. That's it. I can't help you, shorty.
Wendy reported a couple of days ago, they basically got a verbal agreement for a contract extension. You know what I mean? They can't sit them.
It don't matter.
We got another hour and a half to decipher
on it because Game 1 featured one of the best comebacks in playoff history. Knicks going on a 44-11 run after trailing by as many as 22 points in the fourth quarter. The Knicks now look to continue their playoff heater and become the 13th team in NBA history to win 9 straight games in a single playoff run. 11 of the previous 12 went on to make the finals, by the way. And Cleveland going to be fighting an uphill battle as teams that lose Game 1 of a best-of-7 series in the conference or divisional final have only gone on to win the series 21% of the time. As we welcome in our reporter, Jamal Collier, covering the Cavs in this series. So, Jamal, what is Kenny Atkinson saying about moving on from that shocking loss on Tuesday?
Yeah, well, he shared his philosophy that in the playoffs, you're always walking the line between misery and awesomeness. And Matt, this Cavs team has got a lot of experience with some miserable playoff losses just during this run in particular. Go back to that first round against Toronto. RJ Barrett has that bouncing game winner in Game 6. It really kind of was a demoralizing loss for this team, and they had to bounce back and respond. Same thing in the second round, Game 6, a chance to close out the Pistons at home, and they really just had a dud of a performance, bounce back to win a Game 7 on the road. That experience the Cavs are hoping is going to be able to really propel them forward in this. And Jared Allen actually pointed to another loss on that same floor in MS Madison Square Garden where they blew a double-digit lead on Christmas Day to the New York Knicks. And they were able to propel themselves forward and get to this spot in the finals. So the Cavs have got a lot of experience kind of picking themselves up on the other side of that line.
Yes, less misery, more awesomeness for them in Game 2. Speaking of James Harden, he's been under the microscope after that Game 1 loss. How is the team looking to help him out as the series moves forward?
Yeah, it starts with just reiterating their belief in him. And during their practice and film session yesterday, in between games, Kenny Atkinson made a point to go up to Harden and say, look, this team would have lost in the first round if you weren't here. Just the reasons they brought him in, his calm, his composure, his poise in organizing them as an offense. He just really wanted to sort of put that belief back in Harden And they know defensively they cannot leave him on an island like they did against Jalen Brunson. Their backline defense has to be better. Their bigs have to be better. And Jared Allen said it is a team defensive effort to try to stop a guy like Brunson. They cannot leave Harden out there alone.
Cliche as it is, biggest adjustments made between game 1 and game 2. That's the Cavs side with Jamal. Jamal, thank you.
Now for more in this series, we have Vinny Goodwill covering the Knicks side of things. And Vinny, Jalen Brunson, huge in that fourth quarter comeback for the Knicks. What is he saying about what the team's focusing on ahead of game 2?
Well, Molly, a lot of people are focusing on the comeback in game 1, coming down from 22 points and taking the lead and going into overtime. Jalen Brunson is focusing on the first 3 quarters where the Knicks looked out of sync and they looked out of rhythm. He said that was the biggest takeaway. He said you can learn a lot of things in the film. Even in wins, the Knicks shot up until halftime was 4 of 21 from 3-point range. That enabled the Cavs to take a big lead, control the game until the fourth quarter. He says the fourth quarter largely was a blur, but he remembers the first 3 quarters, and the Knicks have just found a way to work themselves into a position where they have become a great comeback team this season.
Now, one of the Knicks who will be looking to improve is Josh Hart. He was minus 23 in game 1. So what's he saying about his approach to game 2?
Maya, a lot of that was in the first half when the Knicks were out of sync, but shooting 1 of 5 from 3, being able to have teams play off of him. He said, I have to continue shooting my shots. If I'm open, I've got to take them, but also I have to flow into better offenses as far as dribble handoffs and getting other guys open. As you can see, the Cavs, whether it was Jared Allen or Donovan Mitchell or Evan Mobley, they left him open to the essence. They were playing 4-on-5, and it was a little bit of a different change because Josh Hart has shot 40% from 3 this season, so that's why he's saying he's going to continue to take the shots, because the 80-game sample size has shown he's been a capable shooter this season.
Yeah, well, a historic comeback is a historic comeback. It seems like all the momentum is on the Knicks side headed to game 2. Vinny, thank you so much for taking the time. Now let's welcome back Iman Shumpert. Shump, what do you want to see from James Harden in game 2 to know that he's bounced back from his game 1 performance?
I think I just want to see a little emotion. I need to see him have some fun. James is not smiling. He's not bouncing around. There's no 3-point celebrations. There's no bop, bop, bop to the step back. We need to see the rhythm. We need to see the dribbles. We need to see the flashy passing. These are all the things that James Harden is capable of doing, but when he shows them, it brings out the best in his teammates. For the Cavs to do that, he's going to need to have a big night. I don't need him to have a big night scoring. I need him to have a big night being a floor general, have a big night just understanding that if I can make sure that this team has pace, and we get quality shots every time down, that we can be in a chance of making a run at the end, because it will be a tough game 2 sitting here on the Knicks home court now that they've gotten over that little hump of sitting out for 10 days.
Yeah, the Knicks found a ton of success attacking Harden in game 1. We'll see if he can make a comeback tonight and maybe smile a little more. Iman, thanks so much.